Alright guys, welcome to episode 4, week 4 of my 5-week cut. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. Yeah, just out here of course on my fasted walk. Got a lovely view. I don't know how well you can see that with all the bushes here, but quite a nice little spot to enjoy morning walk on. Yeah, I'll pop my measurements up just there. Not much has really changed considering I'm only 6 foot. Sorry, considering I'm 5'7", there's not a lot to work with. I lost another 200 grams or so this week. Yeah, so I haven't got a lot to work with, but it's all progress and I'm fine with that because I'm seeing the results in the mirror anyway. So alright, I reckon that's it for me. I will see you guys at breakfast. Guys, I forgot to show you my breakfast. I was in such a hurry. It was just the normal oats, milk, honey. I was just so hungry when I got back from my walk that I just smashed it down. I guess I'll see you guys for my pre-workout meal. Alright guys, pre-workout meal, and you guys have seen it before. It's the old 3 slices of multigrain toast, tuna, peanut butter, tuna. Does me good. Alright guys, I wanted to give you a few shoulder training tips before you see my session here. Don't ego lift. Ego lifting is so popular in the gym these days. Like, they go in, they don't warm up, they grab a heavy ass set of weights and they sit down on a bench and they'll just go and press out 4, 5, 6 reps and then, you know, throw them on the ground and then that's it and they're happy with that. And it's like, you look like a douche, stop that. You gotta remember that shoulders are just a tiny little muscle group. There's only 3 heads and they're tiny. Shoulders is one of those muscle groups where you really have to concentrate. You really have to feel, put your mind-muscle connection into your shoulders and not incorporate other movements and other body parts to help lift the weight. You really want to just isolate the shoulders. You don't want to use your traps. You see that with barbell upright rows, you know, people are just like, they're leaning forward and using their traps, like almost solely their traps. People often neglect the rear delts. I like to start my sessions, my shoulder sessions normally with a rear delt exercise, and I like to finish with one. In this one that I'm about to show you, being a bit of a hypocrite, I didn't. I started with presses because I feel like my front delts are not quite as developed as they should be, probably through my lack of training chest throughout the years. Whenever I'm training rear delts, I think it's a good habit to get into pushing your shoulders forward, which is something that goes against pretty much any other chest or shoulder exercise. But when you're working your rear delts, it's good to move it forward, and then so you just basically focus on getting your arms further apart, and that way you're just gonna really incorporate your rear delt here. Normally for like other shoulder exercises like presses or something, you're going to roll them back like you would normally. Yeah, it's going to depend on how far, if you're doing shoulder presses, it's going to depend how far you can get your arms back. It's all in your flexibility. So remember to warm up those rotator cuffs because you really don't want to end up with bursitis. So many people have screw shoulders by the age of like 23, 24, and it's just sad because once your shoulders are gone, that takes out so many different exercises that you just really can't do anymore. So when you're shoulder pressing, remember to roll your shoulders back, get your elbows pretty much as far back as they can go, and that will be your comfortable range. Remember not to go all the way down here because then you're not even incorporating shoulder anymore. And don't lock up all the way at the top because again, that's just going to put pressure down your arm, on your elbow joints, and it's not going to be working your shoulders. So a comfortable range I like to do is just below parallel to the floor and about here. That's it. That's exactly all you need. Pick a weight that suits the exercise that you're doing. Like say rear delt dumbbell flies. You're gonna need to pick a light weight, like probably anything under the 10 kilo mark, at least for me anyway. Like if I grab like 14s or something and tried, you know, leaning on a bench and doing rear rear delt flies, it's not gonna work. Like I'm just gonna be using my back and stressing to get it up. It's a weight that is comfortable. You can get your preferred rep range, you know, your 10 to 12, whatever hypertrophy, and rep them out, control it, focus on it, and pause at the top, come back down, controlled, pause at the top, etc. For me, shoulders are a bit of a bitch to train. It hurts. I don't know why. Like, I've half neglected them a little bit. They just hurt a lot to train. I normally get like the lactic acid burn real bad, but you just got to push through it. I know that my form is on point and I'm not injuring myself as long as I, you know my own limitations. I like to pick a weight that's nice and comfortable for whatever shoulder exercise I'm doing, be it shoulder press, rear delt flies, upright rows, whatever. And always focusing on the squeeze, the movement, the contraction. Shoulders are small muscles. You have to pick a weight that suits them, not your ego. If you're seeing other guys that are lifting huge amounts of weights with their shoulders, don't compare yourself, because they might have been training for 10, 15, 20 years, who knows, and they've developed that strength over time. But especially if you're a newbie to the gym and you see guys pressing 40 kilo dumbbells above, like, don't try it. You're just gonna hurt yourself. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my tips. I hope they were insightful, and I'll let you check out my shoulder day. Alright guys, you know the deal. Protein powder, oats, banana, peanut butter, and mixed berries. Goes down a treat. Alright, and before I forget, this is the final meal, just the usual. I got fish, I think it was snapper, brown rice, veggies. Yeah, the fish is just seasoned with lemon pepper and garlic and herb seasoning, stuff like that. I think you really got to season the fish, otherwise you're just going to get sick of it way too quick. It's just going to get old real quick. So I like to chuck as much seasoning as I can in it. Alright, I think that's it for my meals today. You might see me have one more, maybe. We'll see. I'll see you guys then. So since I got home, I've been just working on a new video. I thought, why not do a transformation video? And the time span I've chosen is 3 years, because that's when I really started to get into fitness, and I was really unhappy with how I looked. You know, I'd get in the shower and be like, ugh, I should do something about this one day. And then yeah, I decided to do that. So I've just been working on getting all these images and everything. It's only a 3-minute video. I feel that would be enough. It's a bunch of pictures. There's a little bit of footage with obviously a bit of music over the top of it. So I'll link that one just here. And hope you guys check it out. Alright guys, thank you for watching episode 4. I've got 1 week left, and if you have any content that you want me to give to you guys for future episodes or future videos, just let me know in the comment section. If you like this, give it a like, and of course subscribe. Thanks guys.